Howdy, everybody, and welcome to this week's Gamescast.
This week's Gamescast.
What's going on?
What's going on, Pete?
We got some good stuff to talk about this week. Today's episode, all about what we want from Mass Effect Andromeda, comes out today.
So if you're not playing it right now, the question is, why aren't you playing it right now? And if you are playing it right now, then how are you?
Why are you not paying attention to us?
Why are you? What are you doing?
And then on Thursday, Spoilcast for Horizon Zero Dawn. For the people that know on Facebook and Twitter and all that, I have Platinum Horizon Zero Dawn.
I have not.
I put about 48 hours in.
I got worn out.
Platinum.
I got worn out, and I did discover that when you put your PlayStation to sleep, the time between it hanging out and it going to sleep does actually accumulate on your save data.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So since I have mine set to 3 hours, I kept on adding hours onto my game data.
Good to know.
Yeah.
But that's on Thursday, Nick.
That's on Thursday, yes.
Let's jump into the topic in hand right now, which is what we want from Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect Andromeda, excuse me.
Yeah, Mass Effect 3. Come on, nobody wants Mass Effect 3 again.
I enjoyed Mass Effect 3.
I did too. I really did.
I just didn't like the ending.
Just nobody wants it again.
I'm very excited for this game.
I'm very excited as well.
I want to get lost in this world. I just got lost in Horizon Zero Dawn, so much so I platinumed it.
It was a really good game.
It was. So now I want a nice space opera and get me lost in this world.
I'm a little afraid of what they're bringing to the table this time around because it seems... I feel like, from what I have seen so far, that Andromeda is not going to be Mass Effect in the traditional sense. And I mean that by acknowledging that we all already know that it's not going to get Renegade and Paragon. Right? So there's one traditional element, quote unquote traditional element that's not going to be in Mass Effect in this iteration. But from what I've looked at and what I've seen, it feels like there's going to be a lot that's different from the previous installments. And I'm afraid, but at the same time I'm excited. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like having a baby.
Spoilers. No. Yeah, I know. I'm very lukewarm about this. It's very surprising. We've had this topic before on the show. Reviews, not up yet.
Okay.
Very surprising. You would think if they believed in it so much that they would have the reviews be outpouring to the major gaming sites, but nothing. Very, very dark on this game. Hopefully we're recording this Sunday. I mean, hopefully by tomorrow, Monday, it will be live, and I would hope that it's live by Monday, like a day before.
Yeah, usually they allow for that day before. Sometimes they don't allow you until the game's actually been released.
Noon of that day.
It's scary because of the fact that they've taken a story that was supposed to end and they've expanded on it. Essentially,
well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they have Shepard. His story's done.
Yeah, no.
But we understand. His story's done.
Nobody was necessarily anticipating another Mass Effect. If you go by what was presented to you in the trilogy.
Okay.
You know, if you go by that, right, and one would not expect another Mass Effect. Now, if you go by what video game developers do, it was going to happen eventually. Yeah. But the question was, how are they going to do it? And now they're like, oh, we're going to another galaxy. And everybody, what? You couldn't even officially travel around your own galaxy. How is this going to happen? And now they have to work some sci-fi magic to get you all the way to the other galaxy. And the fear is, for me, from my perspective, the Reapers were fucking amazing.
You want something like
I loved the Reapers, right? Like, that was the best antagonist you could ever fucking hope for, right? All-encompassing, gonna destroy the fucking galaxy. Nobody can stop it, and they haven't been able to stop it the past fucking 7,000 times it's happened. Or however many times. I don't remember how many cycles there were. But nobody can stop it. It's a 36,000 year cycle, and nobody ever gets to stop it. Nobody can ever come close to stopping it. And now, what are you going to give me in comparison to that in Andromeda? Yeah. Like, it's not going to be their own fucking Reaper race, right? Like, it's not going to be another Reaper race. Like, this is a galaxy that created the Reapers. They left, and they would come back into the galaxy every 336,000 years. Like, when they announced another Mass Effect and they called it Andromeda, I was like, so are there Are Reapers like just a consistent thing that just happens in every galaxy? Is this what you're telling me? But they're not doing Reapers, and I feel like what they're doing with I don't remember what they called the new enemies.
I'm blanking on the name.
I don't know, but I feel like that new enemy is going to be a curveball. I sincerely think that they're like, oh, this is your enemy. This is your enemy. Forget about the Reapers. Forget about the Reapers, Pete. Forget about the Reapers. And then suddenly it's going to, like, the end is going to be like, oh, Reapers are here.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Mass Effect 5. So here's my issue on Mass Effect Andromeda. For you guys that watch the show, you all know that one of my favorite game series, or trilogies, I should say, has been The Prince of Persia.
Okay.
You had Sands of Time, you had Warrior Within, and you had Two Thrones. Beautiful trilogy. Loved beginning to end. Perfect.
Okay.
Then they made Prince of Persia Forgotten Sands. And I learned the word depression. And that they changed up a lot of stuff. I didn't like what they did. It wasn't that core trilogy that I fell in love with. And I'm not the biggest Mass Effect fan out there. Everybody knows that, you know. But I still enjoyed the games very thoroughly. I was always playing Vanguard, you know. I enjoyed 1. 2 was probably my favorite. And then 3 was good, you know. I did enjoy 3. But then my worry is going into Andromeda, even though I'm very psyched, like I was for Forgotten Sands for Prince of Persia, I just feel it's like, oh, there is no Paragon Renegade. The Reapers, it's not the same. You know, I can't get, I don't like these characters. I mean, it's cool that you have a brother-sister dynamic, and that if you choose the brother, the sister somewhere else in the galaxy, or vice versa, the sister and the brother. So that's cool. I have very exciting hopes for Mass Effect Andromeda. But like I said, it just worries me because you saw a little bit of PSX. Mm-hmm. Then you saw a little bit more. You have IGN has their first for Mass Effect, even though it's coming out this month. But let's not point fingers. But you have all this stuff, but not a lot has been really that much shown.
Well, we haven't delved into a lot of stuff, right? Like, we haven't gotten the nitty-gritty on what's going on, right? We've gotten the crew. We understand what the crew is. We got the Land Rover back, in essence, so we've gotten that back, which, by the way, my favorite part of Mass Effect 1. Yeah. I was very disturbed when they took it out of Mass Effect 2. I was very, angry that they took it out of...
So you're excited.
I'm excited for that, for the exploring the planets. All right? And what I have seen that does excite me is the way that I'm exploring a planet and there's something going on. I don't care if it's triggered or not, but it's an active and lively environment. I can stumble across a base where there's something attacking the base, and I have to get out and help that base out, if that makes any sense. So I'm happy to see stuff like that, which is, again, it's a callback to Mass Effect. Who knows how they're going to trigger it? I don't think it's going to be very much No Man's Sky-like, where it's just like a random event that I stumble across. I feel like it's going to be like, oh, there's a signal coming from that area. Oh, let's check out that signal, and then you go, and it's like, oh, SOS, because these raiders or whatever you want to call them took over, and fucking they're trying to force their way into our banking institution or whatever it could be. Yeah. Who knows? I'm excited to see what kind of new.
Yeah, let's touch on that, because we are excited for Mass Effect Andromeda. Obviously, we have concerns. You saw that in the beginning of this video. But what are you excited for? You said the Land Rover. The Land
Rover's back. I'm
very excited
for that.
about that. What else do you want to see?
Jumping. I'm glad that there's jumping involved. That's one. The new
RPG
alien
elements I must be excited for. They're going back to the original Mass Effect, so they have more RPG elements, which I'm very excited for. Not a big RPG player, but hey, I fell in love with Horizon, so I've got Andromeda, take me away to a galaxy far, far away.
Well, it's actually the closest neighbor to us, but sure. And
Mass Effect nerd.
New alien races.
Yes,
I'm excited to see.
Excited for
I want to see how much they expand on the new alien races.
I do want to see some Krogans, though.
Yeah.
I love me some Krogans.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're bringing all the alien races with them, because we're getting a lot of the alien races from the first one with us. But I'd like to see the new alien races and we kind of got glimpses at 2 races that I've seen so far. I don't know if there's any more that have been popping up, but I have seen 2. And it's kind of interesting what they did, but I want to see more. I want to see how, because my favorite of all of them of all the previous races weren't the traditional humanoid races, right? Yeah. The Elcor was one of my favorite. Oh, nice. The other one was the squids. I can't remember their names. You know what I'm talking about? The floating squids. I can't remember their names. But the Elcor were like elephants, essentially. And they would always they would say the emotion that they're experiencing because their voices couldn't convey emotion. So it was very, very interesting to see those kind of species, and I'm interested to see what kind of species they bring into play in the next couple of installments.
Question for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to see a returning character at least make a cameo in Andromeda, or do you want to keep it totally
I don't know how
separate?
they'd be able to. What kind of magic juju would you be able to do to inject a recurring character?
I could see Garrus, who's a fan favorite, or
but
Rex somehow making a cameo. Even the slightest thing, Even I'm not saying the actual, or like saying like
a transmission
great
or
warriors,
something.
And it's like I am Rex from the.
See, here's the thing. Mass Effect Andromeda technically starts before the events of Mass Effect. You don't start playing the game until after the events of Mass Effect. So there's a 600-year gap. So these people are supposed to be completely isolated from anybody that experienced the Mass Effect problem. Now, the only way I could see it working is if the option you were supposed to pick in Mass Effect 3 was to merge everybody into one new organism.
Which I think might be what they go with.
Might be what they go with, right? Why else would you put that in there? Where you merge everybody into one organism, and those organisms, because everybody's still alive, they just don't have the Mass Effect relays anymore, travel all the way to fucking Andromeda somehow. Because technically it's a merging of biotics and or bio organisms and mechanical organisms into one new organism that's not going to be biotic or biological or mechanical. So if those beings figure out how to Mass Effect travel, I could see it. But they did use Mass Effect technology to get themselves over to Andromeda. So I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I have no idea how it's gonna play out.
So we're gonna wrap up here, but I have one final question for each of us.
Yes.
Number one thing you're most excited for Andromeda for?
I just want to get back into the Mass Effect universe. Just see where the story's gonna take me. It's not gonna be the same universe that I played before. It's not gonna be the same opera that I was in. But I just want to see what they do. What about you, sir?
I want to see the gameplay.
I
see more. I want to get enthralled with this gameplay. I enjoyed Mass Effect 1 gameplay and 2, And then 3 felt a little bit more, shooter. But I want to just dial it back and be like, yeah, you have these cool powers. You can be the Vanguard, even though it's not called the Vanguard. But you can do all these cool things, but you're still down in reality. So I'm very excited for that. So if you didn't know, Mass Effect Andromeda comes out today. Nick, to put you on the spot, as always, are we going to see another Rare Let's Play for Mass Effect? You are more a Mass Effect fan than I am.
I don't know. I got to see it first. I don't want to put a Mass Effect is like for me to enjoy. It's not for me to share with other people and enjoy. So it's been very much a shut the fuck up. I'm busy. It's Mass Effect time. Shh, kind of experience.
Does Jen know this?
She's gonna find out. But Horizon Zero Dawn was more of, here's this new IP, let's all check it out together. Yeah. So I was very excited to share that. Mass Effect has always been a very, like...
Oh, it is a new universe.
But still, it is Mass Effect. I mean, if they titled it something different, then I'd be like, all right, let's see what BioWare has. Let's all join in and fucking let's see what they brought.
I understand. If you didn't know, I'm always joined with the best ponytail in the business.
It's fabulous.
It's Mr. Nicholas De Jesus.
How's it going tonight, everybody? And I'm always joined with the host with the most, Mr. I'm Wondering himself. It is... Mr. Peter Anderson with the Kango cap in tow.
What's going on, guys? We are Improv Gaming. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday with Gamescast, about 15 minutes long, about topics you want to know and care about. On Thursday, we have all about Horizon Spoilcast, so we're going to spoil all about Horizon. We're very excited. We also have a live Sunday show, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live every Sunday, where we go over the top news stories of the week, new releases, and, of course, topic of the show. If you missed out this past Sunday, we talked all about the controversy with Kind of Funny and Colin Moriarty and all that. So we weigh in on that. What else we got for you? Don't forget we have Improv Play.
Improv Play.
Where you can add us and play games with us. Mass Effect Andromeda came out, and I want to play the multiplayer. Do you want to play it with me? I would love to play it with you guys.
I don't play multiplayer, so
and Ghost Recon Wildlands, and you can figure out my thoughts on it on Sunday's show. I also talked about that for a little bit. That was fun. Am I missing anything? Check out all the fun stuff. Probably I'll do a Mass Effect Andromeda Let's Play. You know that's what's going to happen.
You are missing something.
What am I missing?
If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share our beautiful faces with your beautiful friends. As always, ladies and gentlemen, game on.